I love the way that CALS combines lecture and hands-on work, and I think it's a really great way of learning, and I've learned so much from being in the program. I am from a city. I'm from Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, so it's like right next to Boston, and prior to that I'm from Toronto, Canada, so 2 major cities. And I didn't really know what CALS would be like. I know that they had a dairy barn and a horse barn, and so I was excited to kind of work there. I didn't really quite imagine that I would get so much hands-on experience that I did. I was more thinking it'd be like a lot of lectures, which there are a lot of lectures, and I took a lot of classes with lectures, but those lectures helped me prepare for actual hands-on experience. So for example, I took horse health and disease with Jenny Wilkinson, and I also took Intro to the Horse, and a semester after that I took Equus with Chrissy Rohan, and working with Jenny with Intro to the Horse and Horse Health and Disease really helped me apply everything that I learned to actually working with horses and putting all of my knowledge from the lectures into like a hands-on experience. I didn't actually know much about the Morgan Horse Farm when I came here. The first thing that drew my attention to UVM was the CALS program. I came here debating between nursing and animal science, and I went to both the Larner College of Medicine and also CALS, and the way that they described the animal science program is what really drew me to this place. So I heard about this internship when I signed up for the equine reproduction workshop, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is actually something I'd be really interested in doing. So I sat with my advisor and I looked at my 4-year plan, and it fit right into my senior spring schedule, and I was like, wow, this is like perfect. I just get to drive to the barn and hang out with horses for a whole day, and I get credit for it. What could be better than that? Morgan horses are not like any other horse that I work with. Working with Morgans is such a rewarding experience because they're so expressive and they're so smart, and they love to work. When we do chores and dinners, I just love to stand in the pasture and just watch them, and they always come up to you. They're very social animals. I think I learned a lot from this internship, probably. I don't know if I can say this, but probably more than most of my other lectures. The part that was so valuable for me is that I can always make mistakes, and I always learn from my mistakes here. When I'm in a class or a lecture and I take an exam, if I get a question wrong, it's quite discouraging for me personally. But here, if I make a mistake or if I forget to do something when I'm tacking up, and I learn where the mistake came from and I don't make that mistake again, I'm able to take little bits of information that I gather from just being here and watching and observing. After a couple of weeks of being here, I was given my own horse to work with, which I'm very grateful for. CALS has given me the opportunity to work in classes that are centered around companion animals like dogs and cats, and then zoos and exotics and horses, which is just, they are able to take almost every single animal and teach you a little something about that animal, and it really allows students to really find their niche and what they love to do. And I personally have never really had much experience in zoos and exotic areas, but then I took zoos and exotics, and it was one of the best classes ever. It was so informational and so good. If you want to work in a zoo, you can work in a zoo, and CALS will bring you there. And if you want to work in a farm, CALS will allow that opportunity for you. If you want to be pre-vet, then CALS will support you through that. And there's just so many opportunities for students in CALS, and it's been a really rewarding experience. I am in a sorority. I'm part of Alpha Delta Pi, and there's a lot of animal science majors there, and I work with Salmon Run. What we do is we go to the community on Fridays and we play games with the kids and hang out with them, and then on Mondays we have a mentor meeting and we debrief and we plan for the next Friday. And I've had the wonderful opportunity to work as a co-chair and a mentor coordinator for the program, and there are so many opportunities through CALS that I think a lot of people are a little bit nervous to try for, because it's a bit of a hard process, applying for an internship and going for interviews and stuff, but it's so rewarding in the end. I do have a job for after graduation. I am working in Maryland at a place called Pet Dominion. It is a dog and cat boarding and veterinary facility, and I'll be working in the behavior program and also in the canine rehabilitation program, and I'm super excited for that. I hope to come back here, honestly. I think that managing is very cool, and I think training is really cool. Honestly, I think I can do whatever I really want to do. I feel like UVM has taught me so much in terms of working with so many different types of animals that if I really put my mind to something, like I can do whatever I want to do.